All right, let's jump right back in. We're on to Stave 3 of A Christmas Carol, and this is where Scrooge meets his second spiritual guide. And honestly, maybe the most impactful one of all. This chapter, it's absolutely huge for his transformation. It's just packed with the kind of symbolism and social commentary that you're going to want to have in your back pocket for your exam. So, Stave 3 kicks off, but not with a ghost right away. Instead, a mysterious light starts to fill Scrooge's own room, completely transforming it. You have to picture this. His bleak, cold chamber is suddenly overflowing with food and greenery. It's a huge shift in tone from that last ghostly visit. And there he is. This quote just perfectly captures the arrival of the ghost of Christmas present. Dickens doesn't give us a scary phantom here. No, he gives us this vibrant, larger-than-life figure who just screams abundance and joy. It's a total 180 from the quiet, almost shadowy ghost of Christmas past. Now, for your exam, this is pure gold. Dickens is layering on the symbolism here. The green robe and holly, that connects him to nature, to life, to tradition. That empty, rusty scabbard he carries signifies peace on earth. And his bare chest and feet? Well, that shows he's open, he's vulnerable. He is the very picture of generosity, peace, and the living spirit of Christmas. Okay, so let's hit the streets of London and see what the spirit is all about. See, the ghost doesn't just talk about Christmas cheer, he actually takes Scrooge out to show him where it lives. And spoiler alert, it's in some pretty unexpected places. This is what the ghost wants Scrooge to see. The Christmas spirit isn't about having money or even good weather. It's a feeling, something shared by everyone. Dickens paints this picture of a gloomy, dingy, industrial London, but then he fills it with the infectious joy of its people. The message is pretty clear. Happiness is a choice, and it's something people create together. So Scrooge is watching the ghost move through all these crowds, and he gets curious about that glowing torch he's carrying. He sees the ghost use it to sprinkle this sort of incense on the meals of the poor. And it's amazing. It doesn't just bless their food, it seems to make everyone feel better, even stopping arguments before they start. And here's the crucial part, the ghost's answer. That magic from his torch, the spirit of Christmas itself, has the biggest impact on the people who have the least. This is a direct shot at Scrooge's whole worldview that the poor are somehow undeserving. It's a massive moment for the theme of social responsibility. And now for what is, you could argue, the most important lesson of the whole visit. The ghost takes Scrooge to the home of his clerk, Bob Cratchit. And this is where that abstract idea of poverty gets a very real, very human face. You really need to pay attention to this detail. 15 shillings a week. I mean, even back in the 1840s, that was next to nothing. Dickens uses the Cratchit family to show the struggles of the working poor, good people just trying to get by. He's forcing Scrooge and us to see the real human cost of his penny pinching. And this is where Dickens just hits us with this powerful contrast. I mean, despite being so poor, their clothes are worn out, their meal is small, the Cratchits are incredibly rich in the things that actually matter. Love, gratitude, family. They find their joy in each other, not in stuff. And right at the emotional heart of this family is Tiny Tim. His kindness, his patience, his frailty, it all starts to get under Scrooge's skin. This image of Bob carrying his son home, pretending to be a horse for him, it shows a kind of fatherly love and tenderness that Scrooge has probably never seen, let alone felt. So the scene at the Cratchits is just so joyful, but the ghost isn't here just for a party. He's here to teach a really harsh lesson, and he's going to use the fate of Tiny Tim to make Scrooge face the consequences of his own beliefs and actions. This famous line from Tiny Tim, it's so powerful because it's everything Scrooge is not. It's selfless, it's inclusive, it's the whole spirit of Christmas wrapped up in 5 little words. And that everyone implicitly includes even a miserable old guy like Scrooge. And there it is. This question is a massive turning point for Scrooge. I mean, think about it. For the very first time, he's showing real, genuine concern for someone else, someone he has nothing to gain from. He's not just a spectator anymore. He's emotionally invested in this little boy's life. Wow, this moment is just devastating, isn't it? The ghost literally takes Scrooge's own cruel words from Stave 1, that whole horrible thing about the surplus population, and throws them right back in his face. It's a brilliant move, because by using Scrooge's own logic, the ghost exposes just how monstrous and inhuman it sounds when you apply it to a real person. This right here is Scrooge's moment of deepest shame. He is forced to confront the real-world consequences of his ice-cold ideology. It's not some abstract economic theory anymore. It's a death sentence for a sweet little kid. And the shame, the grief he feels here, oh, it's 100% real. So to wrap up his lesson, the ghost shows Scrooge something really important, that the Christmas spirit he's been ignoring isn't just for people in cozy homes in the city. No, it's alive and well in the most isolated, desolate corners of the world. These scenes are so important. They show us just how universal human connection and joy can be. It doesn't matter how harsh your surroundings are or how hard your life is, people still find ways to connect and to celebrate. It really proves how resilient the human spirit is. Think about this image. Two men literally cut off from the entire world by a stormy sea, and what are they doing? They're sharing a drink and wishing each other a Merry Christmas. It's such a simple, powerful picture of shared humanity, even in the middle of all that isolation and danger. And this final lesson, it really hammers home the central message of the whole stave, right? The joy of Christmas, it turns out, has nothing to do with how much money you have or where you live, not at all. It comes from companionship, from kindness, from that shared sense of being human. It's like this internal warmth that can fight off any kind of cold from the outside world. And that's the real kicker Dickens leaves us with. If the poorest people, the most isolated people, can find this joy, what's anyone else's excuse?